Welcome back to Art Explained Quickly and Simply. Have you ever seen a painting that captures a playful, almost mischievous spirit of romance? Today, we're exploring The Swing by Jean-Honoré Fragonard, one of the most celebrated works of the Rococo era. This artwork is more than just a charming scene of leisure. It's a bold exploration of flirtation, hidden desire, and the indulgent lifestyle of the French aristocracy. If you're curious about how a simple swing could represent so much, stick around as we dive into the layers of meaning behind this enchanting piece. Pause for a moment and think, what could be hiding in an image of pure leisure? On the surface, The Swing is a light-hearted scene. A young woman, brightly dressed, swings through the air in a lush garden. But just beneath that carefree veneer is a story that captures the social nuances and hidden desires of 18th century France. Painted in 1767, The Swing is a masterpiece of Rococo art, a style characterized by its playful themes, soft colors, and elaborate detailing. The scene shows a young woman dressed in a pink gown swinging high above a wooded garden, her shoe flying off as she kicks up her legs in delight. Below her, hidden in the shadows, is a young man gazing up at her with clear admiration, while another man, oblivious to the flirtation, pulls her swing from behind. This composition, full of hidden glances and subtle gestures, captures the playful and sometimes secretive spirit of Rococo society. Look closely at the figures. The young woman is dressed in a lavish, flowing pink dress with layers upon layers of fabric, a symbol of her status and beauty. Her expression is one of sheer joy and abandon, with her hand delicately holding onto the ropes of the swing. The man in the shadows, often seen as her lover, looks up with a smirk as he glimpses beneath her skirts, a risque detail that would have delighted and scandalized Fragonard's audience. Meanwhile, the older man behind the swing is completely unaware of the secretive exchange happening above him, adding a touch of humor to the scene. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Fragonard was commissioned by a wealthy French aristocrat to create a painting that captured this flirtatious moment. Originally, the commission was supposed to be executed by another artist, Gabriel François Doyen, who refused due to the risque nature of the request. Fragonard, however, embraced the challenge. His light-hearted and sensual approach to the scene turns a simple swing into a metaphor for romance, flirtation, and the carefree indulgence of the upper class. The flying shoe and the man's upward gaze suggest hidden desires, while the lush garden setting enhances the sense of secrecy and intimacy. Ask yourself, why do these playful, almost scandalous details feel so charming instead of offensive? Part of the answer lies in the Rococo style itself, a movement that celebrated sensuality, leisure, and beauty, often focusing on themes of love and escapism. For audiences in Fragonard's time, this was a delightful escape from the moral and religious themes of earlier art. Let's talk about the symbolism within the setting. The overgrown garden and thick foliage represent not only nature's abundance, but also the idea of passion running wild. Statues of Cupid and Venus, which are partially hidden among the greenery, add to the romantic atmosphere and hint at the theme of love. The lush greenery and carefully sculpted gardens frame the figures, almost as if they're characters in a secluded fantasy world. The garden becomes a symbol of private indulgence, a place where societal norms are temporarily suspended. Here's something fascinating about the lighting and color palette. Fragonard uses soft, dappled light filtering through the trees, illuminating the young woman and casting her in an almost angelic glow. The colors are a hallmark of Rococo's pastel tones, with the pink of her dress standing out against the greens and browns of the garden. This choice of lighting and color gives the scene an airy, almost dreamlike quality, enhancing its playful charm and adding a sense of intimacy. Think about this. How do the soft pastel colors affect the mood of the painting? Do they make it feel more innocent, or do they add to the sense of fantasy and escape? The cultural context is equally important. Painted during the height of Rococo in the late 18th century, The Swing reflects the lavish and carefree lifestyle of the French aristocracy. This was a period of indulgence, luxury, and a certain disregard for the struggles of the lower classes, qualities that would soon lead to the French Revolution. While Fragonard's painting doesn't directly address these social tensions, it captures a sense of escapism that the aristocracy pursued, an attempt to enjoy life's pleasures without restraint or guilt. Here's another layer to consider. The playful tone of the swing didn't only cater to the French aristocracy, it also served as a critique, albeit a subtle one, of the frivolity and moral detachment of the elite. By using humor, charm, and flirtation, Fragonard invites the viewer to see the contrast between the opulent lives of the upper class and the eventual consequences of their excess. Try this. Next time you look at an artwork that seems lighthearted or playful, think about what might be hidden beneath the surface. What messages or critiques might the artist be embedding within a seemingly innocent scene? In short, The Swing by Jean-Honoré Fragonard is much more than a charming garden scene. It's a playful, risque exploration of romance, indulgence, and hidden desires, capturing the essence of the Rococo period, while subtly commenting on the social dynamics of the French aristocracy. Fragonard's skillful use of color, light, and symbolism invites viewers into a world of beauty, flirtation, and secret pleasure, making it one of the most iconic and beloved works of the 18th century. If you'd like to understand and know more about art, follow this channel. And before you go, let us know in the comments which artwork you'd like to see explained next. Let's keep exploring the fascinating world of art together.